what's up and welcome back to my channel. As you read in the title, I will be sharing my experience with Bhumika Bansal's makeup classes and will also be doing the makeup and creating this look using the tips and techniques I learned from her classes. This was actually the first makeup course I have attended in my whole life, so it is a little special and I am super happy that I attended her classes. So I came across her profile on Instagram, and that time she had almost 10 to 15,000 followers, but now she has more than 3 lakh followers if I'm not wrong, and she's like a great makeup artist. I used to adore her Instagram reels, etc. So I got attracted towards her online makeup course. It's a 3-day online makeup course for 2499 rupees, and generally her session duration is 3 hours, but they used to stretch for 4 to 5 hours because she answers each and every question of all the students. She is like so dedicated. She handles a batch of 100 students in her class. All of her sessions are fully packed with Indian and international students, and the way she manages a batch of 100 people is just unbelievable. So in this video I will be sharing some nice tips and tricks that I learned from her classes. And just to tell you guys, this is not a sponsored video at all. I'm doing this video with my own wish. I actually enjoyed her classes. Apart from makeup, her classes are really entertaining as well. So I'm sure if you are like going to her classes, you won't feel like your money has got wasted, because I didn't feel at all. So if you want to learn the tips and tricks for free from me right now, then do continue watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet but you enjoy watching my content, then do not forget to subscribe to my channel. And now without further ado, let's get started. So the first concept I would like to start with is the color wheel theory. Now she is known for this color wheel theory a lot, because I haven't seen any other makeup artist or person talking about the color wheel theory, which is so important not just for makeup but for your dressing style as well. So the colors which are opposite in the color wheel theory actually complements each other. So if you will see the color wheel, red is opposite to green. So if you're wearing a nice red top, do try wearing a green trouser. It will definitely complement the outfit. For your orange outfits, you can pair up with blue. If you are doing your eye makeup, you can combine the eyeshadows according to the color wheel theory. So this is something which I heard from her for the first time, and do try it out guys. It will actually change your styling game. So her day 1 makeup class is all about the skincare. The day 2 class is all about makeup, and the day 3 class would be more about how to boost your account on social media. If you are a professional makeup artist, then how you should deal with your clients. She also teaches what products to buy and what products not to buy. So now let's start with the key learnings from day 1. So the day 1 of our online makeup class is all about skin prep, which is very essential before applying your makeup. And even if you're not a makeup person, it is very important to take care of your skin, apply the products according to your skin type. So she taught to differentiate what is the skin type you have, whether you're a normal skin, you're a combination, you're oily, dry, and what skincare products you should use according to your skin type. So if you're on a dry skin side, like I am a very dry skin person, then you should always go for milk based or cream based cleansers. And if you're an oily skin type person, then always go for the gel based cleansers. So whether you're an oily, dry, combination skin type, always use a toner after applying your cleanser. And there are like no hard and fast rules what toner you should apply. You can even apply your normal rose water. So the one I'm using is a facial spray with aloe, herbs and rose water. So I'll just quickly spray this toner all over on my face. Now once the toner is soaked into your skin, apply a face serum. And it doesn't matter if you're a dry skin person or a combination or oily skin type, everybody must use a face serum because it penetrates deep into the skin. For dry skin people, it's a must, and if you're an oily skin type person, then also you should use a face serum. It won't make your skin oily at all. So it is absolutely safe to apply a face serum post applying a toner. After this, next would be applying your moisturizer. Go for the gel based moisturizer. If you are on the dry side, go for the milk based or cream based moisturizer, as simple. If you're a dry skin person, you can also use the Cetaphil Daily Advanced Ultra Hydrating Lotion. This one is actually really nice. You can use as a body lotion all over your body, or you can use it on face like a moisturizer as well. So I just take some of it on my hand and I just rub it on my hand little bit and then apply it all over on my face. And after this comes an optional step, which if you want you can just follow it, or if you don't want you can skip it. So after this you can use a facial oil just to give an extra glow and that glossy finish before applying your makeup. If you're an oily skin type person, it is a big no-no to facial oils. It will make your skin more oily and it won't look good at all. So it is not recommended for oily skin type people to use facial oils. But if you're a dry skin type person, then the facial oil will definitely change your makeup game. I have super dry skin, so I can go for facial oils, and this is a rosehip oil with vitamin C. And now comes an interesting part. So I learned how to apply facial oils in her class, because earlier I never used facial oils and I even didn't know like how to use them or what is the purpose of using the facial oils. So what you have to do is just take the oil like this and then rub it really nicely to activate it and to give a nice warmth to the facial oil. We have to just pat it into our skin. We don't have to like rub it. We have to like pat it like this on our face so that it doesn't clog our pores. So you can see now how juicy and hydrated my skin is looking, and this is the absolute skincare we all should follow before applying a makeup, and your foundation will not look cakey as well after doing this. So that was about the skincare before applying your makeup. And you can also apply your lip balm. I have already applied it, so always apply a lip balm before applying your lipsticks to hydrate your lips. Now stepping on to the favorite day of the class, which is the second day, which was all about makeup application and eyeshadows. Like you all know, if you want to make our makeup really long lasting, we should use a primer. So just take one pump of this primer. So after applying all of the skincare, you wouldn't need a lot of foundation and makeup products, so just one pump is more than enough. And then just gently sink it into your skin. Now I'm using the Benefit Pore Professionals primer. So if you have any open pores on your face, you can use any pore filling primer. I got this one from Sephora. I've mentioned this one in my previous Sephora haul video as well. This primer is really nice. So make sure you apply the pore filling primer on your nose and on your cheeks if you have any open pores, and just dab it like this to push it into your skin. So now next thing would be color correction. So if you have any dark pigmentation around your eyes, like if you have any dark circles or darkness on your face, like brown acne, brown problems, then always go for the orange to light orange color corrector. If you have any green problems, then go for the red color corrector. If you have any red problems, go for the green color corrector. If you have any yellow acne, go for the purple color corrector. I don't have any yellow or redness on my face. I just have some darkness around my eyes and near my lips. So I'm gonna use a light orange color corrector. This one is from Bobbi Brown and it is really nice and provides nice coverage as well. So I'll just quickly apply this one here around my eyes. Guys, one thing I want to mention over here, that you don't have to follow all these steps while applying your makeup. It is totally optional to skip corrector. If you just want to apply a foundation and concealer, that's fine. But if you want a like nice base, if you want perfection in your makeup, then you have to definitely follow these steps. Okay, so once you have applied the corrector, just wait for 30 seconds for it to settle down a little bit, and then with the help of your beauty blender, just dab it a little bit. Now the next step would be to apply a concealer or to do undertone correction, and that is one of the steps which professionals do. I don't think I need undertone correction, so I don't do undertone correction, and I straight away just go with my concealer. So I'm using the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer. This is one of my like favorite concealer. So just apply the concealer near your eyes and basically all over the areas wherever you had applied the color corrector, and then blend it with the beauty blender. So once your concealer is nicely blended, go with the foundation. So just take one pump of the foundation, and as she says in all her videos, less is more. So makeup is all about using less products to give a very flawless finish, and I totally agree with her, because whenever you'll apply a lot of foundation or concealer or products, your face will look really cakey. So it's always good to apply less products. And then I again blend the foundation with my best friend, which is the beauty blender. Alright, so I'm done with blending my foundation, and if you will see my face, like even after using so many products like the concealer, foundation, color corrector, my skin is still looking dewy. It's not looking that dry, and this is all because of the skincare we did. Now you can set your face with a powder, but I generally don't set all of my face with a powder, so I just gently take some of the powder, pat it on my hand to get rid of the excess, and I very lightly just set the concealer under my eyes. Like if you will see my face right now, it's looking really pale and kind of plain white. So after that you have to do some contouring or brown. So after this you have to do some contouring or bronzing to give some dimension to your face. And I absolutely love the Fenty Beauty contour stick. She recommended this one, so I got this one and I'm absolutely loving it. So she just taught this cream to cream and powder to powder concept, which means that if you're applying cream products, then you should first apply all the cream products, and you should not apply like first cream then powder then cream, going back and forth. Just apply all the cream products first, and then after that like you can apply your powder products. So if you want to contour your jawline, just feel your jawline bone and contour your face, and that's it. This is how I generally contour my face. So she taught that after each and every step, just go on with your blender and blend all the products after each step so that they looks really natural and the product sinks into your skin. And if you're following her on Instagram, you should be knowing that she says makeup is a natural amplification and not a drastic transformation, which I highly agree. Nobody would want to look what they are actually not. So yeah, now you can see that I have got some dimension on my face, which is looking really nice. Alright, so I just used a powder product on my face, which was the bronzer, so I won't be going on any liquid or cream based product again. Now the next step would be something which you all can guess. If you are guessing blush, then you're absolutely correct, because next step would be to apply your blush, and the one I'm using is from MAC. So I'll just very softly apply the blush and then just dab it to again make it look really natural. Let me just zoom in the camera at this point of time and show you how flawless and beautiful the base is looking, even like before applying the setting spray. Can you see, like it's not looking cakey and artificial at all? So anybody can achieve this beautiful base makeup if you follow the right steps. Now let's jump into our eye makeup. So one awesome thing which she taught about applying your eyeshadows was to apply a cream base before going on with the powder products. You would need a very less amount of your eyeshadow after that. Let me just show you, then it will make more sense instead of just talking. So you can pick any cream product to apply as a base. I'm using the Maybelline lipstick. This is a cream lipstick. This one is a new edition. So this one is a like very nice light brown color. Now since I'm wearing brown, I'm thinking to go with a very nice monochromatic look. I just take a little bit of lipstick on my finger and then I just dab it like this on my lid and rub it with my finger itself. Can you see the difference? This is looking so beautiful, and you actually don't need any technique. If you have any cream lipsticks, you can do your eyeshadows as well. So this is a very nice technique to save your money. Now if you want to amp up your eye look, then go with the eyeshadows post this. So I'm using the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna pick this orangish brown color. To give some depth, I'll be using the black truffle shade from this palette. Then just simply apply a shimmer shade. I'm using the Trust Fund from this palette, which is again a nice brown oranges shimmer shade. I applied some mascara and did my eyebrows off camera, and I applied the same lipstick which I applied like an eyeshadow base. So this is the final look, and guys, let me know what you think about this makeup. It turned out so nice, even the eyeshadow. Let me give you a closer picture. I think I'm gonna sleep with this makeup on today. Alright guys, so that was all about today's video, and apart from this there were a lot of things which she taught, but I'm really sorry I can't share all of them in just one video, but I have shared some of the most beautiful things I learned from her sessions. And if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to give a big thumbs up even if you have learned a single thing from my video. If you have any questions or suggestions, you can drop down in the comment section below. I will see you guys soon in the next video. Till then, stay safe, keep rocking. Bye bye.